New reaction this morning after the Biden administration officially announced it plans to add a new border crackdown, making migrants ineligible to request asylum in the U.S. if they didn't first make a claim for it in a country they passed through. NBC News was first to report the move yesterday. Activist groups had already threatened to sue over the proposal, and now a group of Democratic senators has issued a joint statement urging the administration to change course. Joining us now is Marisa Limon Garza, Executive Director of the El Paso-based Las Americas Immigrant Advocacy Center. Marisa, it's great to see you, as always. You said this new rule will lead to unnecessary human suffering. What do you mean by that?
So what I meant is that really when you block off access to protection and to territory for some of the people in most need in coming from different countries, then you end up with a situation where you have suffering that goes beyond what would normally happen. And we know that when this kind of a ban is put in place, it causes challenges for families, for individuals, and puts people at risk. And so that's what I really meant by that human suffering that we'll see as a result of this asylum ban.
When I spoke last month to Secretary Mayorkas, he says this was not a travel ban. This is just streamlining the situation for people to be able to request asylum either through an app or doing it in other countries. But this is in no way, Secretary Mayorkas said, a travel ban. How is it that you see it?
So we see it as a way that's going to cut off some access for people, and that, in essence, is a ban. There are exceptions to the rule, certainly, but we have been working with folks in Ciudad Juarez as they try to navigate the CBP One app, and that has proved difficult for people. And so it's not necessarily a surefire solution to what we're seeing on the ground, and instead it may cause more challenge. And so what we're pushing for is more access, more protection, and more availability for people to be able to seek protection between ports of entry and at ports of entry.
Marisa, describe the situation for folks right now on the other side of the border, heading down through Mexico, going through the Darién jungle, leaving on inner tube boats out of Cuba, trying to get to a new country from Haiti. What is the reality for these people as they try to be able to have the opportunity to request asylum?
The reality is incredibly difficult for people. There's no end to the suffering that happens and to the trauma that one experiences, not only in a country of origin, but also along the journey. And so there are harrowing stories that our team hears regularly about people that have experienced extortion, have experienced assault, have experienced all kinds of traumatic experiences just to be able to try to get to a protective place. And so they don't really see options within the other countries that are along the way. And a lot of those asylum systems that have been developed are overrun with needs already. And so it makes it a very precarious and challenging situation for people where they're really taking their lives into their own hands with no other option than to try to make it to the United States to seek protection. And so that's one of the harms that we see is the grueling nature of this journey, how it impacts people and how it really affects their lives.